Say hi.
Hello.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute since we have talked and I wanted to give you guys a little life update. I am here in Miami and unless you join my live streams on TikTok, you probably don't know that. I wanted to give you guys a full life update because a lot has happened the last year and also kind of catch up on what I'm currently working on and the plans for the next 6 months because I have a lot of very exciting things coming up. So that was not good. All right, let me let the dogs out really fast. Come on, guys. But before I came to Miami, there's just a lot that has been happening that you guys might not be aware of. I haven't really taken the time to update you. And last year was a little rough for me, not for any bad reason, but I just was going through a lot, like trying to figure out things that, just got overwhelming. And then I couldn't find a escape, I couldn't find a way out of that. And I will explain to you guys a little bit more on that. But so I decided to travel a little bit more because, long story short, I just can't really figure out like where to settle down. But let's go inside and I'll tell you guys what some of the stuff that I was kind of going through last year that slowed me down a little bit and the really exciting plans that we have for the next few months. So you guys may not know this, but last year was actually a little bit of a mess for me. And I wanted to address that just because I feel like I don't know, I appreciate you guys so much. First of all, we have the largest YouTube channel for dog trainers on the whole platform, thanks to you guys, almost 4 million subscribers. And you guys know I have been very aggressive with posting videos, in the last few years, but I slowed down a little bit, like more last year because of just personal things that I was dealing with, which is kind of silly to be honest, but we all go through our own things and sometimes it's hard to like figure out what we want to do and it can get overwhelming, and that's pretty much what happened with me. So if you guys know me for a very, very long time, you guys know that what I want to do, my dream is to live on a big ranch and have a sanctuary for dogs and have all my animals and my team all in one beautiful place. But I realized, in the last few years that I should be out there promoting myself, growing my brand, which is how you guys are able to find me, which is through the dog training. And previously when I tried to settle down on a ranch, on a farm somewhere, which I have before, I had a 10-acre property in South Carolina, it was just not the right time and place for me to be doing that. And so I knew I had to get myself out on the road and build myself up first, which is how you guys all pretty much got to know me as the dog daddy. Then I did that for a couple of years, and I started missing what I have already had and what I know that I really want, which is, again, I want to be on this ranch. And one big problem is that I haven't really been able to decide where, right? So I love California. I would rather be in California, but it's one of the hottest places to do what I want to do. And I can't really figure out like where else I want to go. So back in December of last year, to recap a little bit, I bought a property in Arizona, ended up renting a big house there, and I was going to build my ranch on this property that I bought. Then just weeks after going to Arizona, I realized I just didn't feel at home. I didn't really like being there to live, at least. So I ended up going back to Los Angeles, and I couldn't really find, like, I was looking for like a immediate solution, right? Where I just knew, okay, this is where I want to live. This is a state I'm going to build my ranch on. And, it got kind of overwhelming just trying to figure out like where do I go, because I know California would be a lot more difficult than many other states, but because I love California so much, I kept trying to make it make sense in my head where I should go. And that became very overwhelming. So, I spent about 2 months in Arizona, and then I went back to LA. Now 6, 7 months later, I realized I really wanted to get out of there because I just again didn't feel like I was doing like it's hard to explain because when I'm doing dog training, I'm very happy. But when I go back home, no matter what type of house I have been in, it just didn't feel like home. You always missed like it's not a ranch. It's not a property with all my animals and having a sanctuary and have all the rescue dogs living there. So I couldn't feel at home no matter what I tried. And I moved to different houses and it just really didn't work. So I decided that I wanted to find a place once again where I would call home. So with all that being said, I decided to start looking for properties elsewhere and kind of stay open-minded to wherever the right property would show up. And as long as it had the right property, I would make any state home. I figured that I could make any state home. Once again, I purchased a property in Georgia and relocated myself to North Carolina, which was only a few hours away from the property because I'm very familiar with the Carolinas. I have lived there before, so I figured this would be a great way for me to get out and be a little closer to where the property is located, which again is just a raw property with nothing on. I would have to build everything on there. Shortly after being in Charlotte, North Carolina, I once again started feeling like this is not it. This is not it. And is Georgia going to be it? Am I really going to be happy? Even though I will build my dream place on this property, will I truly be happy, right? So that is literally bringing you guys all to the entire last year because we're talking about now, we're literally in November and I'm in North Carolina thinking like this. So literally just in December last month, I started thinking again because it's been a very overwhelming year of thinking, just thinking, like where do I go and trying to make it make sense in my head, and I couldn't figure it out. So it got very overwhelming and it was really slowing me down because this is a big deal. Deciding where you're gonna live and where you're gonna build your dream property is a big deal. So I decided that I should take a step back because I still have a lot of work and exciting things that I wanna talk to you guys about in this video that I'm working on for this year. And so the next few months are going to be really busy. And so I decided to take a step back, focus on that first, not have to rush and worry about where I'm going to live, and kind of wait until June before I truly settle down on a property somewhere. So my timeline right now is somewhere in June, I would then settle down on a property. And I would take this time thinking and researching and actually spending time in different states, but with the purpose of like, do I want to live here? I have been to all 50 states to train dogs, but it's not the same as like actually spending time there. It's not the same as spending time there to see if you actually want to live there. So I decided to do that for the next several months to get a really good realistic feel for different places and see if I would maybe want to live there. And this would also allow me to have the freedom to not feel like I am living in a place that I don't want to live. So when I moved to Arizona, I felt really stuck. When I moved to North Carolina, I felt really stuck. Now I'm taking my time. I'm here in Miami. I'm going to stay here for a while. I'm going to travel to some other states as well. And I will not see any of these states as home. I'm going to take my time just working there, being productive, launching new projects that I have been working on for a long time that were all supposed to come out last year, but we kind of delayed everything because of I need to be in the right state of mind to be able to make all these things come to life. And that's why I say the last year was a little bit of a bad year for me because of this. Now I feel much better mentally. I'm able to focus. I don't feel stuck anymore. I'm enjoying my time here in Miami. I'm going to be doing a lot of training here in Florida. Then we have a full list of like other states that I'm going to. I'm going to Texas. I'm going to California for a little bit. I'm going to New York City. I'm going to Chicago. So all really fun places that I'm going to be enjoying myself, being productive, and working and building my brand. And then in the meantime, I'm just like taking it slow on not rushing, not feeling like I have to make a decision right now where I'm going to go, because I really don't. Yes, I really want it. I'm ready yesterday. I'm ready last year. But I don't want to make the wrong decision and make a mistake. So this is the best way to solve that. And I don't know. I'm probably still gonna be a little overwhelmed, thinking, because again, this is a big, it's my life, decision right there. All right, guys. So with that all being said, that's my plan for the next we're almost February now. So the next 5 months, I'm going to be doing essentially what I have been doing for the last few years, which is traveling, bringing my training to different places. The main difference is that I'm going to be staying a little bit longer in each place, each state, so I can get a better feel for it, and not have the stress, of traveling so frequently, like every weekend, like I have been doing. Create the content that you guys love, help as many dogs as possible. And then in the next couple of months, I have a few products that I actually have been working on for a long time that is finally going to be launching for you guys. There is one thing in particular that I have been working on for a while that I am really excited for. I know you guys are all going to love it, and it's going to be really revolutionary. So really looking forward for that to coming out. So the only reason these things haven't even come to life yet is because of everything that I explained in this video. So now you guys know, and I'm ready. I'm back full force. I'm ready to take everything on, and I'm really excited for this year. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of you guys in just different states that I'm going to. I also have trained the trainers that a lot of people ask, how can I learn from you? How can I take your course and become a dog trainer or learn your methods and your techniques? We have a in-person 5-day trainers course where you can come and spend 5 days with me. You guys can check that out on my website and register. Currently, it's available in 5 different states for your convenience. Needless to say, like, traveling is extremely stressful and very expensive. So all these different moves that I did, because I couldn't figure out exactly where I wanted to be, just the properties that I purchased, I'm able to sell them, but still, it's just a lot of money put into things that, not the right thing for me to be putting money into. The cost of moving, the team, like, changing because of all these moves. The list goes on and on and on and on. Very financially, emotionally, and physically draining, as you guys can imagine, and basically taking me away from what I should really be focusing on. So I'm so glad that I was able to see this after 1 year of going through it. The entire year of 2024, that's what I was going through. You guys may still have, you still get to see some videos, some content, but definitely not as much as I was doing in 2022 and 2023. So I'm really excited now to put everything together that I have learned, put all my plans together, and utilize my platforms that I have built and make 2025 the best year yet. I just wanted to thank all of you guys for helping me make all my dreams come true and for being a part of this journey so far. And I feel like I owed you guys this little update and just let you guys know where we're at. I'm looking forward to sharing 2025 with you guys and all these plans coming to life. And I'm so thankful for you guys for being here and making it all possible and always showing love and support. And I really can't even believe that we are the largest channel for dog trainers on YouTube in just 2 years, So I love you guys so much. I appreciate you, and we'll have some more videos coming up very soon. Starting next month, actually, I'm going to be very busy. So back to regular content and a lot better content. So I'll see you guys in the next one.